If you've clicked on this video, you are probably wondering what are the benefits of the Wim Hof breathing method. So I know that Wim Hof has a whole method of breathing and cold plunges, but today I'm just going to be talking about the breathing exercise that I do most mornings. And I noticed that if I don't do it, I sometimes can get a little bit more identified with my thoughts and caught up in negative thought loops. So if you don't know what the Wim Hof breathing exercise is, the one I've been doing is 5 rounds of breath work. First of all, you're going to sit down, get comfortable, have your back straight. You could sit down or lie down. You close your eyes and you start to do the deep breaths, which is about 30 breaths, which is what Wim Hof recommends on his website. And then you go into a breath hold until you feel the urge to breathe again. And the next step is to take in a giant breath in and hold that breath for 15 seconds. And it says on the website that this technique is stimulating the parasympathetic system, which is able to bring your stress levels down. So the first reason why I try to do this every day is because it helps me to rise above my emotions and get into a state where I'm able to see everything that I might be feeling stressed about, or all the stress that is kind of building up throughout my day. It allows me to see that from a different perspective. This morning I woke up with really bad anxiety and I did my usual practice of journaling and letting it all out, and then I went into my Wim Hof breathing technique. And honestly, it surprises me every time. I don't even know why, but sometimes I forget how good it is. And I was just instantly, after I'd done a few rounds of breathing, I was able to see that the last few days I had really gotten into this pattern of negative thought loops, and I was so identified with the worries and all these thoughts that I was having that I was not being present at all with my relationships. And as soon as I did this, after I got into it, I noticed where I needed to just be a little bit more present. I was able to see that I was putting a lot of pressure on myself and that I was expecting everything to be perfect. And from that perspective, I was able to kind of just have compassion for myself, give myself the validation that I needed, and then move forwards and really choose consciously what I was going to do from that point. And I came out of it feeling so much better. The second reason why I love to do this technique is because it boosts my energy and mood. One of the reasons why I got into this breathing technique more consistently was because at the start of this year I had been calling in more discipline, and I wanted to start becoming more disciplined and more consistent. And one of the things that I realized when I started doing the breath work was that I was finding it hard to get myself to do difficult things or something that required extra effort. I had been kind of allowing myself to go with the flow and relax a lot, and what I found with doing the breath work is it really got my energy moving, because I was becoming more disciplined with the breath work and sticking at it when I wanted to just stop it, or maybe just do 2 rounds instead of 5. I would stick there and do the 5 rounds, and it really started to build up my discipline, which has been so helpful on my journey. And the third reason that I love to do this technique is because it connects me to my higher self. And this one's a little bit more on the spiritual side, a bit on the maybe esoteric side. But I really feel like when I get to that point where I'm rising above my emotions, I'm then able to access a part of myself, a deeper part of myself that is my higher self. And it's almost like my higher self in that moment is witnessing my other parts, all those stresses and emotional parts, and it's mothering them and helping me and guiding me to a solution or a next step that is aligned with my higher self and my greater mission. It really helps me when I'm in this zone to feel clarity and feel more trust within myself, more confidence, and also allows me to be more creative. It's like I have more of an open channel and I'm able to get into like a state of flow a lot easier. But have you guys tried the Wim Hof breathing technique? Have you tried the ice baths? Something that I want to get into. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. That is it for this video today though, guys. So I'll see you in the next one. If you want to see more of these videos, make sure to leave a little subscribe.